Here's another video of what's come out of the creek so far. I'm gonna flounder quite a bit on figuring out what these stones are, but if you have any suggestions in the comments, please suggest a way as to what you might think any of these rocks are. And I've left one for the last stone I've left for this is definitely one I think I can actually identify. So here we go. Initially, just looking at this from the outside, I didn't know where to begin at all. But once I cracked it open, at first I was very confused, and then I think I had kind of an idea. Now, with it being darker, the darker minerals, I'd put this more on a mafic end of things. Although there is some pinkish, possibly feldspars in there. This one's tough for me. I would assume there's quartz, small amount of it, but the glassier appearances I would assume is plagioclase. Now, and I can see, as you actually can see, kind of the mineral face down there. Moving this around, you can get some of the white mineral to flash, so to show its cleavage plane, which would be a plagioclase type thing, I believe, and there's parallel striations over it. Now, I would initially think this would be some sort of gabbro. That would be my guess. Now, the pinkish feldspars in a gabbro I don't think exist, so I don't know if that's really a potassium feldspar, orthoclase, or if it's something different. But to me, this would be an igneous rock, volcanic, and a gabbro is what I would call this. All right. Something kind of similar. This is what it looked like before I broke it open. Actually encouraged me to break them open because I was kind of stumped just by what they looked like on the outside. Then when I cracked it open, something like this. Now, I also think this is a type of some sort of gabbro. I believe that the white is, a plagioclase of some sort, probably a bit more on the calcium side of plagioclase. The darker mineral mass is actually quite bronzy. It has quite of a bronze schiller. I think that's a term that reflects the light in a brownish bronze way. And I have read one source that says that could be augite, which would be a pyroxene that you would find in a gabbro. So that's going to be my guess for this as a gabbro. And also the white mineral did have a few faces on it. Some cleavage planes. So I would consider this probably a gabbro again. Now these are really the only types of this type of rock I've found come out of the creek so far. This one, on the outside, it got a little wet. What it looked like on the outside, I was totally stumped. Had no clue. And then popped it open. And here we are. Now, I think this is plagioclase and hornblende. And if it is plagioclase and hornblende, then this is maybe a diorite. It's also got that intermediate coloring. It's, not entirely black. It's white, so it's kind of this grayish sense to it. This is what makes me think that this is a hornblende, is there's a crystal in here. Right there. That's shining off of the light. And hornblende can be this kind, can have kind of a green appearance to it. I scratched the white mineral with a hefty chunk of milky quartz, and it did scratch it. So that, to me, this is a type of plagioclase. So I would call this a diorite. There's probably quartz in here, but I think the dark and greener mineral is hornblende, and this would be a type of diorite. Also seen some images of like greenish diorites. And there's some more cleavage plane. So yeah, this to me would be some sort of diorite. Another one that perplexed me for a long time is this. Pretty felsic on the outside. This actually just looks like a granite on the outside like this. But when I broke it open, it had kind of this really darker spot here, which kind of confuses me. But when I broke it open, it had something like this. Now, when I look at this under magnification, I see quartz, plagioclase of some sort, biotite. This I would also call a diorite. Here's another piece of the same rock. This is definitely got a lot more shine to it. Definitely think some of those are the biotite mica grains flashing in there. This to me would be, like I said, another type of diorite. Once again, could be totally wrong. Maybe it's a type of granite. I have some other chunks of it. Kind of broke up into quite a few different pieces. I don't know how well this will work, but I'm going to see if I can, and how close it can get. All right. Sorry, I'm not terribly steady. All right, so there's that. Oh, just out of focus. All right, some other bits of that particular rock. Once again, some of the white mineral in this had cleavage planes, so that to me is indicative of a plagioclase. But quite a bit of biotite mica, the dark mineral that flashes. All right, and one I left for last that I actually know. I'll say that I actually know what it is. This is a piece of quartz arenite sandstone, but as you can tell, it is hardly kept together by any sort of matrix or cementing material. I'm going to break this up for sand because it's pretty much, well, this right here, I think will pop right off. Oh, exactly. It's just, this is kind of insane how these are hardly kept together. This whole rock is like this. It's beautiful. I've been waiting to show this one. The grain sizes of the quartz grains are all different sizes. There are some that are small. I think I even see kind of like one pink grain in there. This thing is wild. So I will show breaking this up. Here's the outside of it, kind of a gray sandstone. I don't know if this is a Oswego Formation or not. Oswego Formation is supposed to be a gray sandstone, coarse gray sandstone. This fits that bill, so I don't know if it's from an Oswego Formation or not. But there's its weather side, and then of course I had to break it open. So there we are. All right, thanks for watching. I hope this was entertaining and fun and filmed not too horribly as I knock things over. Like, subscribe. If you do subscribe, leave a comment. I would love to keep making these. So, yeah, any support would be great support. Thank you so much. Bye.